logging in. Good evening, everyone. This is our final Bet on Black pitch for 2022. So we have gone through so many, and this is going to be yet another one of our great and amazing presentations. We have Mr. Johnson and Mark here to just tell us all about their wonderful project. So I'm going to hand it over to them. But before I do that, I'm going to share the campaign page. So let me see if I can do this here. My screen was not allowing me to share earlier, so hopefully this will work now. So let me, it's still not letting me get there. Let me pull it up one more time here. And then we should be able to do this. It's not liking this page here for some reason.
Oh.
Okay, did you see it? It went and came. So here we go. Let me do it one more time here. We're going to make this work somewhere at this moment. We're gonna try it. Here it is. Hopefully everyone can see this. This is the campaign page. We've been on Start Engine for the last series. I don't know what it is with Start Engine, but we've shown a lot. So everybody should be familiar with this layout, but we do like to go over it just to make sure that everybody is familiarized with it and make sure that they actually go through it, because you put so much time and energy in making sure that all the information is available here. So we always ask our community to make sure this is where they go to ensure they have all the information, as well as ask any questions that they have if we don't answer them this evening. So here you see there's the about, and always everybody needs to look at those terms. And you see that deadline is coming very quickly. It'll be January and a couple of days. So keep that very much in mind when you're looking at this information here. And there's even some perks here, kind of looked at that. We were looking at some of those earlier today.
Okay.
So at this point, I'm going to stop the share and you can feel free to do your presentation, gentlemen.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Johnson Sainville, and I'm one of the co-founders of Domono Incorporated. And we also have Marcus Baker, that's our CFO and also co-founder of Domono. A little bit about Domono. Basically, it's a phone case that comes with a detachable camera, which can be removed off the phone case. It can be placed anywhere within 50 feet of anywhere in a room or any location that you're at. You can also remove it off the phone case and place it on your person, just in case, Lord forbid, you get stopped by police or you want to film something and you want to make sure you don't have your phone in your hand, so they're mistaking your phone for any, dangerous object. So we have that capability also. Basically, Domino came about with the frustration of not being able to remove the camera off of a phone. I am, a little bit, I don't really like taking pictures, but I was trying to videotape something one day and my camera kept on falling. The whole phone kept on falling, to be exact. And we got upset and we're like, shoot, why can't the camera come off the phone so we can, individually use the camera separate from the phone? So that's how the whole idea came about, to always show your point of view at the end of the day with our camera. So basically, it is a small little camera, just in case you guys are wondering. It's literally this size right here, pretty thin, and actually comes with the phone case, and you just slide it off the phone case. So you can actually use it individually, or you can use it with the phone. So basically, you can videotape off of your phone while using the Domino camera at the same time and get two different point of views. As far as the numbers, CFO, Mr. Marcus, will jump right in and, give you a little bit about what's going on the back end of things.
Yeah, okay. Well, as he mentioned, I'm Marcus Baker, I'm the CFO. I became a part of this project beginning of last year, just based on some common interest between our engineers. He and I both felt that I could be a good fit with what they already had going, due to some ideas that I had as well. And a lot of the ideas that he and I have, we kind of combined them and turned it into something that we feel is going to be a lot bigger than what we ever thought or could have imagined. I'm looking at it from the perspective initially from the TikTokers, the social media influencers, the people who are always using their cameras to film, record actions day to day. We looked at it from the perspective of, you know, being able to live stream with the push of a button, being able to have access to your GoPro or something similar to a GoPro, and have it in your pocket without having to have carrying cases and things like that. And so we felt like this was something that hit in right at the perfect time with the growth that we're having from all the social media that's being used and how people are pretty much creating careers out of being social media influencers and TikTokers. Financially, I'm going to share my screen just to go over our pitch deck really quick. Did that come up?
Yeah, it's acting a little weird today. I'm not sure. I think there's
It
some
really, I don't
kind
know
of-
whether it's mine.
Zoom is doing something of an upgrade and it's not
Okay.
really working real well.
Okay, that's not working. Let me try something else.
You still giving problems?
It's still not, I'm not sure what is going on today.
What I did was I clicked off of it and then clicked back into the share screen, and then it would allow me to come back in. So it may, they said
Let
there's
me
some
try that then.
snap back then, yeah. It looks like it's just caching
Yeah.
everything pre, and you wanted to do post, and it's not letting you do that. There it is.
There we go.
Okay, you got it. All right.
Mhm.
My computer's really slow. Okay. All right, I'll just go through it like this. I'm sorry. There's
That's quite
something
all
for
right,
some
go
reason I
ahead.
can't start my slideshow. But so this is our pitch deck. Essentially, it's just giving you an overview of some of the things that we've done research on, some of the numbers associated with Domino. This is, you know, some of our pros and cons based on our market research and analysis. And the pros are using a smartphone to do any of your content creation. Of course, it's going to be, of using Domino rather, going to be being able to share your social media stuff really quickly and really simply. Our biggest thing is simplicity and also being able to have access immediately. Like Johnson was speaking of earlier, in the event that you're in a situation where you get pulled over by the police and you're trying to record and they don't, they're like, put your phone down, you can clip your Domino on your chest and basically effectively use it as a body cam. We've also had some information that's been passed on from Atlanta PD about some interest in possibly using something like this due to the fact that it's such an inexpensive way to record versus some of the body cameras that are available now. Also, being able to capture wide angles, to be able to control the camera using your phone without it actually being in your hand. Essentially, it's similar to having your phone is essentially your remote control, and it has an app that will allow you to utilize the camera as well. Also, being able to capture wider images, being able to see a wider spectrum of things from your camera without actually having to move your phone. So I think that those things alone make it a lot better than some of the other things that are available right now. Some of the cons between some of the other stuff that's out there is just like I said, not being able to put distance between yourself and the device, not being able to be able to capture all of the images at angles that you want to be able to capture, as well as having to figure out ways to set your phone in dangerously position your phone. That, you know, my kids have broken their phones due to that, trying to TikTok and position their phones in particular crazy angles, sitting it on anything around, trying to capture this perfect image, and it falls and you break your phone. So those are some of the cons of using the technology that's available now versus what we have created. Let me try to see if I can get this to work.
No problem. And also, ladies and gentlemen, failed to mention that we do own the utility patent on this product. So we're actually the only company that can make it for the next 18 years. So that patent has already been completed and we actually own the rights to it.
Yeah, we do. Jessica always says we like patents. We like to hear those.
Oh yes, yes, yes. It's actually not that hard to actually do the patent thing. This is our first patent, and you know it's a process that we would love to share in the future with up and coming, you know, inventors and things of that nature. Because I know we all have ideas, and you know, and we let them die out, and nobody says anything because we think
Correct.
we can't. But yes, you can. You know, so
We'll
but
definitely
definitely
have you back then to have
Oh,
tell us
yeah.
all about your experience, which you seem
Oh,
to
sure,
be a
sure.
great aspect to our community to just hear someone doing it. So
Yeah. So.
All right, Johnson.
Yes, sir.
So I think can y'all see it now? Can you see the slideshow?
Yes.
yes, you can.
Okay, all right. So now it's up. Yeah, sorry about that. So as he just stated, we've got this technology patented. So one of the other benefits of using this device is you have the ability to actually record from both sides. You can record, I mean, as far as your phone. So you can record simultaneously from your phone and from the Domono. So you can capture multiple angles at the same time. You can also use the camera on the front of your, on the front of your camera, as well as on front of your phone, as well as the rear facing camera. You can't use both cameras at the same time, but you can use the Domono in either one of the cameras simultaneously. So looking at some of the numbers, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. So somebody actually had a question. How wide angle is it? Under 20 millimeters or under 10?
It's actually it's right at 15. So it's a little over, it's 15 meters is what the width of the camera angle is. So, let me see.
We'll answer those at the end. So you can feel free to just do the presentation and then we can just answer.
Okay. All right.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. So we've got about 3 billion smartphone users globally, give or take a few. I'm pretty sure it's probably over that now. These are all statistics that were gathered at the beginning of this year. So
your slideshow is not progressing. So we're still seeing the content creators today face a tough choice. That's the only slide that we're seeing right now.
I'm not sure what's going on with this.
Yeah, we saw the
I may just have to, I know we're going to be pressed for time, so I'm probably just going to have to go.
Go ahead, you can take your time. We are here for you. Just go right ahead. And if you want to just click on it, you don't have to even do the slides. You can just go through them. If it's not automated, feel free to do it that way as well. But we saw them, they just weren't moving.
Can y'all see them now?
We're not, I don't see your screen now.
No, we don't see it. Might have to go back.
My computer is tripping. I'm sorry. All right, so I'm just gonna go back and try to just share it like I was at first and just click through each slide individually.
That'll work.
All right.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So just the market cap snapshot. Basically, we got about 3 billion users of smartphones globally, about a $10 billion cell phone case market, and that's projected to grow about 7% over the next year. So, as you know, our device is kind of a combination between the common point of view camera and the cell phone case. So if we were just to capture some of the market share from the cell phone case industry, as well as some of the market share for some of the bigger guys in the POV camera industry, we'd be really well off. These are some of GoPro's numbers. I think that this is probably one of the most meaningful slides that we could show, just based on first quarter 2022 revenue. They did 216 million. So in the fourth quarter of 2021, they did 391 million. Now, to give a little background on that, that's not just the physical device, that's also the physical device with the accessories, as well as their sales or subscriptions. We also have a subscription plan that we'll have into our premium package that will allow you to have access to our social media, our venture into social media. So we're creating a community, not just using this technology, but also delving into some of the other spaces as well. So not only will we have the first of its kind cell phone camera that's connected to your phone, that's detachable, but we also will have our own community that we will basically be creating our own social media platform. But these numbers are just, like I said, this is just based on GoPro alone. And GoPro is just one of the players in this market, in the POV market. Once again, we're not GoPro. We can't say that we're anywhere near where they are as far as marketing or funding, but we would love to be over them at some point, just because we have a device that we feel is superior based on ease of use and the accessibility. So this is a high quality device. We're making sure that we're using high quality materials. Our glass that we're using for our camera lens is going to be made of Gorilla Glass, or it is made of Gorilla Glass. We're using high quality chips that are that have built-in ISPs, which means they're processing the images a lot faster than some of the other cameras that are available. We're also taking the time to make sure that we're doing the testing, so everything's going to be ISO certified, or it is already at that point. So we have certificates. At this point, what we're doing is trying to get to the point of mass production. We're looking at starting pre-sales in the next month, as well as hopefully having our first shipment by the end of summer. So our target market is going to be social media influencers. It's going to be adventurers. It's going to be people who want to use something for personal protection. You can take this device, put it on your child's phone. Let's say if they have to walk home from school and you're worried about the area they live in, they can clip it on. You can see every motion that they've got going the whole way home. The battery life on it currently is about 45 minutes per charge. So it gives you, 45 minutes. I'm pretty sure no one's letting their kids walk home for more than 45 minutes. But that just gives you a little bit of peace of mind en route, or whenever they're taking an Uber or Lyft or something like that, and you just want to see what's going on in the vehicle. You'll be able to monitor them the whole ride. These are some of our other, some other, like I said, not really competitors, because there's really no direct competition, because no one else has anything that's connected to a cell phone case, and that's removable. But this is some of the other devices that are, accessible, that do have POV features. Now to the nitty gritty, the ask. What we're asking, or what we're trying to get to, is about 200,000. Between Johnson and I, we already have, several $100,000 tied into this project. This project is going to get completed whether we come up with this or not. but we felt like this was a great way to be able to get other investors involved, potentially get some people in that understand investing and understand what a unicorn is and think that this is possibly one of those. We feel it is. Of course, we're going to feel that way because it's our product, but hopefully some other people will see the genius behind the product and where it fits into the market. And hopefully we can get some people to help us along the way, as well as be able to provide them some extra return on their investment. So these are just some of the basic projections that we came up with based on what we have thus far, which is a list of individuals who are already interested and want to purchase the device. So we basically created Johnson. Went out on.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
About how many people do we have on that list thus far? The waiting
The
list.
subscribers list?
Yeah, subscriber list.
Right now we're shy. I think we need 10 more people to reach 4,000.
Okay. Yeah, and that's, once again, that's without a pre-sale. That's with just the basic marketing that we've done thus far. And of course, we're going to be ramping that up in the future, which is why we're asking to get a little bit of help. So the plan is to increase our marketing, and I'll show you what this money is actually going to go toward. So we do have several hires that we want to make, as well as continue to build our inventory and execute our marketing strategy. Okay, well, that's the end of the slideshow. Yeah, it was a little choppy and a little rough, and I apologize for that.
That's all right.
When I get hiccups like that, it kind of throws off my train of thought, but it's okay.
It's all here. We're just having a conversation about your wonderful product. So thank you very much for sharing that. We do have a few questions from Jessica. She asked, is the device water resistant? So since
it is water resistant up to 1 meter.
1 meter, okay.
Right.
And she also wants to know, what is the expected retail cost for this product?
Expected retail cost is about $299.
Okay. And I'm curious, so does this have an app that goes along with it? So again, it is
Correct.
a camera device.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah, it is. And it creates its own Wi-Fi.
It creates,
the device creates its own Wi-Fi. And that way, basically, you will have what we call a token, which creates a secure network, so no one else can tap into your camera. Once you've connected your camera to your phone, to your app, no one else can enter it. No one else can look through it. That's how we created the security, because basically the camera itself is actually creating its own Wi-Fi network. So we're using two different methods of data transfer in order to create this. So we're using not only the Wi-Fi, we're also using Bluetooth. The only problem with Bluetooth, so we're using Bluetooth to create the connection, and we're using Wi-Fi to transmit the actual images.
Okay.
Bluetooth, you can't create, the bandwidth for Bluetooth isn't large enough for you to be able to transmit images of this size. This camera can record in 4K. Right now, of course, 1080p is all we can use for live streaming, and that's not because of the cameras, that's because of that's what most data lines are allowed at this point. Like we're not really at 4K yet. Not fully 4K. 4K primarily is just going to be the images that you can maybe able to get on a 4K on a TV, but you might not even be able to get a 4K image on a TV because you might not have the appropriate data lines or the right cable connections, or your provider might not even be streaming it at 4K yet. So it does have 4K capability. So when 4K does come around, you will be able to utilize 4K. Now you can take 4K pictures, but you just can't do 4K streaming.
Okay.
Correct.
And does it have also the ability to truly stream out, so that again, if you're connecting to something, that you can now just populate it in real time and stream?
Yes, you just live stream to, you'll be able to live stream to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I think those are the 3 social media apps that we have already.
Instagram also.
And Instagram, yeah. So you do have the ability to just live stream directly to whatever platform. You also have the ability to record and upload. You can also change, you can change from 1080p to 4K. You can go back and forth. They'll have settings and all that'll be in the app. So the regular app, of course, that comes with the camera. It comes free. You just download it, you use it, and then moving forward, we'll actually have the premium subscription that will actually give you access to our community.
Awesome.
All right.
We
So
still
I'm
have some
looking
few
at-
questions. Jesse is very interested, I see in this. So does the software allow you to automatically send to cloud, or is it a separate process to set that up?
To send the cloud, you will have to actually upload it, but it's a push button. It's just, we really, like I said, put simplicity in mind. We kept simplicity in mind throughout the whole creation of this device. It's push button. You mash the button, you're able to download the content.
And the reason we did that is because at the end of the day, Lord forbid, let's say your phone dies, you can actually continue to record on the Domino. You just won't be able to see it because the phone is what, the visual part of it comes from. But if there's an emergency, if anything, you can actually still record. So whenever you do get to charge your phone, you can see what you recorded, especially in the case of an emergency.
That's a great feature right there. Next question from Jesse is the retail sales channel or online availability only?
So we've kind of we kind of played around with multiple ideas of how we wanted to go about this. So at this point, we're probably just going to go straight e-commerce. That's going to be our big part. Build the file, game, and start doing some stores.
Oh, we're losing you, Marcus. You're going in and out.
There it is. Did we lose you? Now we don't have any, your audio. Check your audio.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So the plan is currently e-commerce. We'll be selling through our site and also our Spotify. I mean, not Spotify, Shopify. Through our Shopify, which we are currently developing that as we speak. And then once we built up our revenue, we potentially will start trying to get bulk sales into the big box stores.
Gerald asks, how close does it need to be to the phone for it actually to operate?
It's up to 50 feet. So you can place it within 50 feet of anywhere the phone is at and be able to use it. We actually are working on trying to get it beyond that because we do plan on putting out different generations of it. Actually, we have the next 10 generations, well, already in the booklet, but we can't put that information out right now. But yeah, we do plan on having generations after generation and making it better and better because there are other options and apps that we want to add and things of that nature. So basically, Domino is going after the hardware, the app part of it, and social media aspect of it. All three of them under one roof, and build one big community off of Domino. So it's one big domino effect, just like how we used to play dominoes back in the days. We're trying to connect everybody, just like domino pieces, to all the information and videos that we can. Basically, that's what it comes down to.
Jesse also wants to know, are there any plans for external lighting or aux sound for any of the units?
So it does have an actual, it does have mic built into it. Not sure what quality the microphone is right now. I know we are doing some testing on some different things right now, including something that will give it more battery life. The audio was one of the things, and Johnson, what was the other thing that they started testing? Oh, it was the
we're doing battery testing and the audio testing. And then because it came down to the streaming part of it. So the streaming actually gave us less time because if you're trying to stream to TikTok or Instagram, because you have so much going on at the same time, it kind of kills the battery a little bit quicker. So that's what we're testing. We're trying to give the best that we can coming out of the gate, but obviously, you know, the funding has to be huge for you to give everything, but you know, it needs to give us room for growth. You know, at the end of the day, we're trying to get to the point where the people, the family, the Domino family, which is people that go out and purchase Domino, becomes the family part of Domino, and they'll help us, you know, guide us to the next Domino piece. You know, so that way we grow as we go. You know, so that's basically bottom line where we're at with it.
I had the same question, Jesse, so we're going to say it is encrypted. Where does the encryption happen? Does it happen post or does it happen within the app itself?
It actually happens within the app.
Great.
And that's what I was talking about earlier with regard to the token. So anything in any electronic device that has security built into it, it has these tokens. We call them tokens, but it's really an encrypted file that prevents anyone from being able to hack into your system. So it's actually being created once you connect your phone to the app, where once you download the app, connect your phone to that Domino. Once that's done, it's encrypted. No one else can come into your Domino.
Awesome. So Bernard asked, what lighting is needed for the Domino? It says even tablets and smartphones have needed lighting for clearer streaming, etc.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that, you know, people just recently started bringing to our attention, that we need to focus on trying to figure out exactly what lighting is going to be required. Currently, we haven't had any issues as far as with normal, just the regular lighting within the room. But I'm pretty sure if we were to go into a darker room, that we might need some external lighting of some sort. So for the social media influencers and most of the people who are doing any type of recording or live streaming in their studios, they'll already have the appropriate lighting. So really what we're focusing on is trying to make it where there will be some type of external light source that will be on the device itself, like a flash feature or something we can turn on using the app. So it has LEDs on it. So really it's just a matter of programming. Once we finish with the actual program that will allow us to do that, then we'll have accessible, we'll have that ability as well.
And is it Android and iOS compatible?
It is Android and iOS compatible.
Awesome. Team iPhone all day, but we know other people have to use it as well.
And so our first iterations will have, I mean, like the ones that we're rolling out that we plan on having ready by the summer, they will be iPhone.
Got it. Christopher's asking, what are the key performance indicators that are using to measure the traction and your success?
All right, so KPIs with regard to success is basically going to be based on the sales metrics. So far, the only key indicator that we have is basically just the people who have been subscribing to our site, because we haven't started selling anything yet. Once we start selling, then we can look at the metrics, see what demographics are buying. The plan is to gather as much data as we can prior to selling, which is why we haven't done any pre-sales or anything like that, because we wanted to make sure that this was a device that we felt was going to be very successful. There's no need to put forth a lot of money and energy to create a product and have it sitting on a shelf. So we don't have any key performance indicators thus far, but I know for sure, of course, sales will be the main one once we do start selling.
Correct. And just to put this into perspective, we're actually entering two aspects of the industry, because this is an actual phone case. So it's a phone case with a detachable camera. So basically, you're not purchasing a phone case because it already comes with the phone case and you're getting the camera. So basically, it's like GoPro and out of box had a baby. So everything is all in one. It's very thin. You can put in your pocket and do whatever you need to do it from there. So we're actually going into two spaces when it comes to the product.
Yeah, and out of box, and think of it from this perspective, an out of box by itself is about $70. You know, you're looking at $70 just for the case. GoPro, just the most basic GoPro, is like $400.
Yeah.
So you're getting a phone case and a POV camera for under $400.
That's great. Monique had a question here. She said, with 4,000 signed up at the $275 equals the million. Is that the goal? She said there's 60K at $20 equals 1.2 million. Definitely a good product. She wants to know, is there a Black-owned cell phone maker to partner with?
There's only one Black-owned cell phone maker that I know of, and it's a young lady out of Mobile, Alabama. I've talked to her a couple of times, but I don't think we're really ready for a partnership as of yet. Once again, when you're talking about partnerships, I feel like we need to be bringing more to the table at that time. As far as what the goal is, yes, that is the goal, the 1.23. And so, yes, we can get that many subscribers. We can get that many people to put in that 275. Yes, that will get us to where we want to be. What that does, it actually allows us to be able to really go full steam ahead with our mass production. So as most people know, the more quantity you buy from the manufacturer, the lower your price is going to be. So versus us going in, tipping into this, which what we'll have to do if we don't gather some more funding from other people. We'll have to tip in and, buy, a couple of thousand at a time, versus if we went in and bought 10,000 at one time, the price break point might cut the overall cost in half, which will not only allow us to be able to sell and make more profit at the price point that we already have set, but it could also allow us to be able to create some discounts and go into the wholesale market a lot faster. So that's why we're trying to gain, trying to get to that 1.2, because we know that if we can buy more, then we can sell it for less to the wholesale at the wholesale pricing, which will take us out, not just on the e-commerce side, but also put us into the big box stores.
Got it. Yes, and Jessica talked about Figures Wireless. They are another Black manufacturer of cell phones.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if anybody knows
any information y'all have,
oh, we got you. We have.
Yeah, we are.
Thank y'all.
We want to keep it all Black as possible. That's the goal. At the end of the day, because we want to reach the point where we can bring other Black entrepreneurs and inventors, because we need the inventors, and bring them on board. So definitely, if you have any information, please email us. We're willing to listen. We're willing to sit down and talk to the whole family.
We'll definitely do some giving you a list after this to get you connected to some of our resources, some of our past guests that have some information in our community will also be able to give you some good tips of who to contact as well. Jesse wants to know, is there an exit strategy that you guys have at this point?
Yes, we do have an exit strategy.
Okay.
To be honest, we actually have already had some offers to sell or license the technology to other people. Our thought process is we want to try to at least stay in this thing for the next 5 to 10 years and then go public or sell, whichever one is most feasible at that time. Going public will, of course, take away our ability to control the company the way that we want, but it will also bring in a windfall of cash flow for all of our investors, which they will really love. But if we get an offer that I feel will be, worth the time and effort that we've already put into it at that time, we will be willing to communicate about that as well.
Another question is, since your product is a phone case and a POV camera, how big would you say your market is in the US? And I believe you showed that slide. You can show those slide. You gave some example, I think, of GoPro as well.
Yeah, I'll put the GoPro slide up to show.
You would imagine a phone case consumers are different from the POV camera consumers. Yeah, and he did speak about that earlier. So if you want to go back into the earlier of the presentation, you'll see that as well.
All right, so just this is the snapshot of just the smartphone users and the cell phone case market. So the cell phone case market itself is a $10 billion market. GoPro's numbers based on this is actually their annual report. So first quarter of 2022, they did $216 million. Fourth quarter of 2021, they did $391 million. So if we were just to capture 1% of the market share, that's a game changer. 0.1% of the market share from where we are right now is a game changer. So we feel like that's very attainable, especially considering where the kids are going or where the younger generation is going as far as the social media and being able to record and use this and have this in your pocket at all times. People will pull out their phone to record something now before they'll call 911. So it's like that's just the time that we're living in now. The visual medium is what people are attracted to at this point. And so this is another tool that they can use to be able to project their lives daily, be able to protect themselves if necessary, or record a situation that's occurring at that current time. So we feel like being able to capture, if we just capture 1% of the GoPro market share and 1% of the cell phone market share, we're looking at $10-20 million a year annually just off of 1%. So we feel like that's very attainable.
Definitely. I mean, we're Black consumers. We're the biggest consumers in the world. So we can definitely make that happen with no problem.
Kimberly asked, what is the price point again for the phone that you have at this point?
$299. $299 is the price point, and that's our retail price. That's what they'll be pre-selling for. That's what the current retail price, based on what we're able to get the device manufactured for right now. Once again, that price could be changed based on being able to buy more, get more, and that also have sale where we would probably 9 or most of the big box stores that we've been communicating with only want to make about a 30% profit. So we can easily sell it for a few dollars less, and we can get them for cheaper.
Yeah, and we're also looking at teaming up with like things like Affirm, to make it a little bit, just in case anybody really wants to get it, you can actually get it through Affirm or something like that, and make weekly payments, however you work it out with them. So you will also have other options on purchasing it from us.
Jesse says the solution is to automatically dial 911 while recording in progress.
Actually, that's one of the things that we came up with also, because now you can clip the Domono to yourself, so you can actually be videotaping and use your phone to call 911. So at the end of the day, you can actually do both now, instead of just sitting there with the camera in your phone trying to videotape everything, and Lord forbid, something else is going on, so.
That is very interesting. Well, you can stop the presentation because everybody wants to see you now.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right. So I knew there was coming. I saw the questions. So I'm like, keep your slides.
Oh, what about the video? Do you have the video also, Marcus?
Oh yeah, I can.
Do you have a video? That's awesome. If you want to show us that.
So we do have a third partner. His name is Will B. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the group called Black Violin. It's two classically trained violinists. They're both Black. They tour around the world, things in nature. And he is actually our partner. So he will be helping him with marketing it as they're on tour, showing it off on their website, using it while on stage so you can see their point of view while they're performing. So those things will be available, but he is an integral part of it.
That is really, I love them. I've seen a lot of their social media. They have a great social media presence.
Yes, yeah, they're awesome.
I agree, Gerald, they're great. Monique says, why not just pre-sell the first 4,000 at 350 to have the capital to buy and build the others in with bulk numbers?
Actually, that is something that we did throw out there to think about it, but we're trying to, make it what we thought was affordable. But after, speaking to some people and letting them see the product and talking, it seems like we're we're overthinking it a little bit because people are like, hey, you can do 300, 350 because GoPro is way, at 400. So that is a possibility also. But, we're trying to make it affordable for, for everyone to be able to have, because we're trying to corner the market at the end of the day, because we really don't have a competitor. This is something totally different. We have the utility patent. By the time anybody tries to play catch up with us, we should be, gone and have our own community of ourselves.
That's wonderful. And we need, Jesse wants to connect you with someone in New York. So if you can share your contact information with the community so that they can reach out to you with their resources. You can just put that in the chat as well. I think we lost Marcus. There you are.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I said, because my video wouldn't load up at first.
Oh, okay.
All right. So here we go. And that's not CGI, that's the actual device.
We're still seeing your slideshow.
You might have to go out and go back in, Marcus. Or the start engine also has the video also on it at the beginning. I think we lost Marcus again.
Yeah, I think he's good. If anyone has any additional questions right now, this is a great time to put them in the Q&A section as we kind of wrap this up. Lots of comments that this has been a great presentation. So thank you, gentlemen, for that. It's very interesting.
Oh, thank you guys for your time, and again, any information, any questions, concerns, comments, email us. We're taking it in. We're soaking everything in to try to be the best product. Well, we will be the best product on the market. So we would love for everybody to chip in and, give us their input so we can make this thing something great.
Yeah, and how would you like the community to contact you?
They can either contact me. I put my email in there, or Marcus, either or. So whichever makes you comfortable, just email. Matter of fact, I can put my number in there also.
Yep, here. Let's put them to everybody.
Yeah.
For everybody. You did them to host. So I put them in there for everybody.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Marcus, you still have issues?
I'm not sure. It was playing on my end, but that's why I was trying to figure out why.
You have to share it, but that's all right. If you go to, we're going to make sure that they go. This is the great way. Everybody go to the campaign page and you can play the video. And while you're there, look at any and everything on the page. And if you have some additional questions, make sure you tag 10K and ask them there on that campaign page.
Correct.
So what would you like to leave us with, gentlemen, as you are our finale of this wonderful year? Give us some good stuff. And we want to thank you first and foremost for coming after the holiday.
Definitely want to thank everybody again for showing up and giving us opportunity to talk to you guys. It has been a heck of a road. I'm not gonna lie. We're Black trying to get into tech. So we've heard, this is an Asian market, Caucasian market. We get it. That's fine. But at the end of the day, we're tired of our ideas being stolen. We're tired of people giving us chump change for it and taking it like it's theirs. So at the end of the day, this will happen. So there's no doubt about that part. How big it's going to be, it's up to our Black family, how big it's going to be. And we can, be our own Mark Zuckerberg. We can actually build our own table from this and have a voice, at the end of the day. So again, we're taking any question, comments, anything that you guys may have. Don't be shy. Contact us, email us, so we can be on one accord with everybody, so we can have a great rollout. Thank you.
You've asked, and for this community, you will expect some answers, because we are here for that. So, Marcus, what would you like to share with the community as you leave?
I just like the opportunity to thank everybody for coming to this tonight. I know everybody's still full off of Christmas dinner and getting ready to get into the new year. Just want to wish everybody a happy new year, a blessed and prosperous new year, and please support us if you can. And once again, like Johnson said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to either one of us, and we'd be happy to answer any question that you might have.
All right. And even if it's not financially, you support us, word of mouth. Let somebody know about the product. Let them know about
information. Giving us information.
That's what we're here to. That's why we've been sharing your campaign, as you see, going through. And this is always one of our ultimate asks, is that we share this campaign with our friends and family throughout our own social medias. And of course, we do that here for you at the 10K, but that's something that we are definitely going to do, spread the information hollow wide. And this is, again, one of the greatest parts about, Kwanzaa, as I said, day 2, we are self-determined. We have the ability to serve ourselves. So we are going to do just that. And I see you have the video, so let's roll.
Okay, so it's showing this time.
Yes, I see it. The pre-10K.
All right, well, I'll end it with this then.
All right. We don't hear your sound. You got to share the sound. It's a little box on the side of the corner.
Video because it might be blocking the sound. All right, can you hear it now?
Nope.
Can you hear it now?
No.
No, we can't hear it. She says it's on the top right.
Yeah, it's usually right there when you have to share. It says share sound when you're sharing the screen.
Oh.
Do you see it?
I got it.
Okay.
What's going on, world? My name is Will Baptiste. I'm a musician, vocalist, and I'm part of a group called Black Violin. We are classically trained violinists and violists, and we combine classical and hip-hop and everything else in between. As an artist that travels quite a bit, I'm always trying to find unique ways to capture content. We live in a world where sharing moments is almost essential, and as an artist that's trying to capture these moments in a unique and beautiful way, it can be challenging. This is Domono's Smart Case, a patent-innovated phone case with a detachable point-of-view camera. The camera takes pictures, records video on or off the housing, and wirelessly communicates with the smartphone. Domono makes capturing and sharing moments very easy. Whether you're an artist trying to find unique ways to capture content and share, or you're an athlete yoga instructor. Doesn't matter what the situation is, Domono makes it easy and simple to capture and share content. Domono encourages you to be creative. It enhances the way you capture moments. It also gives the user the ability to capture their point of view. So let's welcome Domono, a new innovative technology to the world.
That is amazing. That was so good. Thank you so very much, gentlemen.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, well, have a very wonderful new year and wishing you much success. And we will be in contact with all the other resources, and everyone have a very happy new year. And we will see you back here next Tuesday.
Thank
right,
you.
happy
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone. Bye-bye.